Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to study the notes of Karnataka State Board Class 6 English Poem Chapter 2, Sympathy. If you want the notes of other lessons or other poems, other subjects, you can check the playlist of my channel, you can get from there. Let's understand. Discuss the following questions in small groups and present your answers to the class. Question number 1. How did the proud man react to the poet's sorrow? Answer. The proud man looked at the poet coldly, that is, without any emotions. He did not even offer words of sympathy, but he gave the poet gold money. Question number 2. What do you mean by his looks were cold? Answer. His looks were cold tells us that the proud man did not sympathize with the poet. Question number 3. In spite of having gold, the poor man was not happy. Why? Answer. In spite of having gold, the poor man was not happy because nobody spoke to him with kind words. Question number 4. The poet paid back the proud man. What does this tell you about the poet's character? Answer. The poet was grateful for the proud man's help. He was very sincere in paying back his money. Question number 5. State any two ways by which the poor man expressed his sympathy. Answer. The poor man bound the poet's head. He gave him bread. The poor man cared for the poet day and night and nursed him back to health. Question number 6. What, according to the poet, is greater than gold? Answer. Heavenly sympathy is greater than gold. Question number 7. Explain the last two lines of the poet. Answer. For any man, gold is very precious and great. But sympathy is more precious and greater than gold because that quality cannot be acquired. This was an inborn quality in the poet, so it is called an heavenly sympathy. Question number 8. In not more than 50 words, tell of a time when poet was kind to you. When someone was kind to you. Answer. It was a rainy day. Due to clumsy weather, the school was let off. I started homework, came to the bus stand in an auto rickshaw and had to walk home. The road that leads me home was a muddy road. The clay on the road was very slippery because of the rain. My walking stopped when I was at the entrance of the road. There was no one who was there on the road. I was waiting in the drizzle for more than an hour for somebody to come and help me to cross that clay road. There appeared a man in a two-wheeler who was kind enough to inquire me and drop me at home within 5 minutes. Given below is the summary of the poem. Complete it by writing the missing words. So here is the summary of the poet and here is the answer for that. Sad, heard, kindness, gave, thanked, passed, looked, sympathy. Let's practice words. Find the odd word out in each set. Sorrow, grief, distress, worry, pride. Pride is the odd one out. Hot, cold, warm, boiling. Boiling is the odd one out. Rich, poor, wealthy, well-to-do, well-off. Poor is the odd one out. Next main, look at the words given below. The same word has different meanings in different situations. Find the difference in meaning with the help of the example given below. Pair up with your friends to work on more words. Example, passed. Ravi passed in the examination. Ankita passed close by me but did not recognize me. Ovia passed the ball to Sharon. The old man passed away yesterday. Similarly, differentiate the meaning of the words below with suitable examples. Lie. Don't lie in the sun for too long. The future lies in multimedia. The town lies in a small woody valley. Mouse. There is a mouse in our kitchen. I have no mouse to operate my computer. Bank. I have to go to the bank after lunch. Ravi pushed the boat away from the bank. Did you bang that check? Sweet. Eating sweets is bad for your teeth. Don't cry, my sweet. This tea is too sweet. Note. I made a note of her address and phone number. There was a note on my table. She has a good voice but has trouble hitting the high notes. Lift. I lifted down my suitcase and opened it. He lifted both hands on a gesture of despair. Do you want a lift into town? Light. The light is not enough to take a photograph. The candle fell over and set light to the haystack. In light of tragic news, the celebration is cancelled. Next main. Sit with your friends and find out words related to sympathy movement. For sympathy, tears, approval, sorry, agree, support, feeling. For movement, running, jogging, dancing, shaking, driving, skipping. Let's write. The following words are spelled wrongly. Can you write the correct spelling? Use a dictionary. Great, Great, grief, Grief, blessed, Blessed, proud, Proud, single, Single, heard, Heard, sympathy, Sympathy, sorrow, Sorro, charity, Charity, together, Together, shiver, Shiver, watched, Watched, although, Althoughh, distress, Distress, heavenly, Heavenly. Next, sympathy summary in English. The given poem Sympathy is penned by Charles Mackay, 27 March 1814 to 24 December 1888. He was born in Perth, Scotland. He was a Scottish poet, journalist, author, ontologist, and novelist. The poet describes an incident where he lay in sorrow and deeply depressed by some injury from an accident. He was helpless and needed to be treated for his injuries. As he lay there in grief, a poor man heard his cries for help and stopped him to help him. The poet saw that the man was cold. He was irritated because he had to stop and help the poet. The man did not even speak kindly to the poet and offer his sympathy, but offered him gold without showing any emotion and went on his way. He did not speak to the poet or console him either. After some time, the poet recovered his sorrow and distress. He wished to pay back the debt offered by the proud rich man. After repaying him, the poet stood erect with his head held high and thanked him. Unlike the proud rich man, he spoke to him and blessed him for his charity. In another incident, the poet was in a similar situation. He lay in want of help and grieving with pain. A poor man was walking past him and he stopped by to help the poet. The poor man, like a good Samaritan, bound his injured head with a bandage and gave him a brand. The poor man took care of him day and night and nursed him back to health. The poet wonders how he will pay back the poor man who had taken all pains to help him and nurse him back to health. He exclaims that God is great. That is, he can give money to the poor man, but the heavenly sympathy that the poor man offered is far greater than all the gold in the world. That sympathy is priceless, and it will be foolishness and inhuman to offer gold or money in return of it. So this is all about the notes of the poem Sympathy. As I have told you, if you want the notes of any lessons, any poem or any other subject, check the playlist of my channel. You can get from there. Thank you.